Hello everyone, I'm Ishita Jain and I welcome you all back to my channel, The CA Junction. So let's get started. So in this video, I am going to share with you all 10 effective tips that would improve your communication skills instantly. So let's get started. So our first tip for the day is whenever you are speaking, you should maintain eye contact with everyone in your audience. Now that's physically impossible to do, and even if you might try to do a eye contact with the people in the audience, you might lose your focus and the flow of speaking. So a little hack to this is that while speaking, you should look at the foreheads of the audience. Yes, when you're looking at their foreheads, you are with your own flow, you do not lose focus, and the audience think that you are making eye contact with them. So that was the first tip for the day. So the second tip is posture. If we are standing or we are sitting while giving a speech, posture matters a lot. For the right posture, you need your shoulders to be upright, not hunched, not leaned on. You need your legs to be straight, your back to be straight. For practicing your posture, you can practice speaking in front of mirror with the right posture, so you maintain the posture when you are speaking in front of the audience. While sitting, you can use the positions or the hand gestures, and while standing, if you are holding a mic, you can use your other hand for the hand gestures. The way I am sitting, this position is one of the most confident position for your hands to rest in when you are standing or when you are sitting. When you are speaking, your hands can be in this resting position, and while you are speaking or making gestures, your hand can go like this, and so on. So this was the tip which could instantly improve your skills, your speaking skills better than the others with just a little correction in your posture. The third tip is to smile. When you're smiling while speaking, automatically your speech gets more interactive, you get a more calmer tone while speaking, and audience connects with you more. So whenever you are speaking, it's important to maintain a slight smile on your face. Number fourth is whenever you're speaking on a topic, it's very important to have knowledge about that. If you have knowledge about the topic you're speaking, you will definitely ace that speech. When having a knowledge of a particular topic, you do not need to write the whole speech down if you're asked to speak extemporally on the stage. You need to make pointers. Some of us get afraid that we'll forget the pointers, and if it is in a speech form, we can speak it more fluently. But trust me, if you practice it once, twice, thrice, you will be more comfortable with the pointers rather than the whole speech written. So whenever you're asked to speak, you will be given a 2 to 3 minute time span before. Just write down the pointers that you know about that topic, the whole knowledge, the whole content that you know about that topic in 6, 7, 8 pointers. And while you're speaking, you should just cover the pointers. This way, you need not to stuck with the original speech that you have written. You just need to cover 7 points, and this way you can be more flexible with your speech and more confident too. Tip number 5 is to add humor in your speech. Now, I know it's not possible to always present your speech in a humorous form, but you can always use a little lighter notes while speaking in between to interact with your audience so that the audience connects with you a little bit more than the other speeches. The sixth tip is to add phrases in your speech. Now, if you're speaking and you add an idiom or a phrase to your speech, it looks more elevated than the other speeches. So, you should constantly improve your vocabulary daily, maybe learn a word or two of English daily, which you can use in your speeches. It's not important to use very hard words. It's just important to use some unique words so that your speaking skills looks improved, your speaking skills get improved day by day. So the next tip is to pause while speaking. When you're speaking, you should pause in between. You should have a calm tone. You should have a patient tone. When you're speaking patiently, you have time to think. Now time to think about new words, new phrases, new idioms, new way to present your speech spontaneously, new humor. So when you have time to think, you present your speech effectively. But if you're speaking fast and you're thinking to just say all the mugged up words in your speech, you slutter, you stop in between, and then you lose your confidence. So speak calmly, it looks more powerful, it looks more effective, and it is very helpful in improving your skills in a longer term. The next tip is to dress up properly. Now, if you know that you have a speech today, or if you know that there can be a opportunity in which you can speak today, so you have to dress up properly. Now, by dressing up, I do not mean that you put on a lot of makeup, you put on fancy clothes. I just mean to have a clean, neat, and a disciplined, sincere look. So if you are dressed up properly, you're more confident. If you're dressed up properly and someone gives you a compliment, your confidence boosts up. And then as your confidence is high, your speaking, your speeches all gets well. So dressing up is an integral part of speaking effectively, of presenting yourself effectively. The next step is to keep some intros handy. That is, if someone asks you, okay, give your introduction, what will you give? You have to think about it, or do you want to write pointers about it, or do you have the knowledge about it? The thing is, you have the knowledge about it, you have the content about it, you can write pointers about it. But if I ask you to stand up now and speak about yourself, to give your introduction, would you be able to give it in a fluent way? That is a question we need to ask ourselves. So, we need to keep an intro handy. That means we should practice our introduction well beforehand. You should have your introduction ready for any time anyone telling you to stand up and speak about yourself. So today, get a pen and paper or get a time for yourself and start preparing your introduction, because now and then, here and there, you will be asked to introduce yourself. Now there could be two intros. One could be a bit long, that is a minute intro. One could be shorter, that is 20 or 30 seconds. So you should prepare both your 20-30 second intro and your 1 minute intro for the situation you can be in. If you give your intro more confidently, just because you have prepared it beforehand, your confidence gets uplifted and you get a unique image in the audience that you are in, because you are able to speak more effectively. So if you're not able to speak extemporally then and there, keep your intros ready beforehand. So today, make an intro of yourself so that you can speak in whatever audience you are given to. The last tip is a combination of 2 to 3 miscellaneous tips that I would like to share with you all. So when we are standing or sitting while speaking, we tend to move a lot. We tend to speak like our shoulders moving or our neck moving. We should speak with an upright posture, with our hands in a particular posture, with our shoulders upright, and only our neck having a little movement, that is also consciously, not subconsciously. So even if we are standing, I've seen some of the people take a step forward, take a step backward or sideways while speaking. So that does not leave a good impression on the audience and takes away the gravity of the speech that you are taking. So try to maintain an upright posture, try to maintain a standing proper posture and not moving while speaking. And even if you want to move, that should be consciously. If you want to move and connect with the audience, that should be consciously, not unconsciously. So, the next miscellaneous tip in this head is that while speaking, most of us stop and use the word, I want to speak that, the next tip, so this fillers in between looks very shabby and leaves a very bad impression in your speaking. So then the next time you speak, make sure you only speak when you have words, not fillers like, okay. So do not use fillers, only use words or take a pause. So that was the tips for the day, and I hope these would add to your improvement in your communication skills. Do leave your opinions and your queries in the comment section below, or you can contact me on my Instagram page of the CA Junction. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.